This is chapter 3.9 and it covers the postbase it. The suffixation process for the postbase it is one of the more complex. The reason why it is going over in chapter 3 is because it is used frequently. The postbase it is attached to NV, which means that with this specific one, you will have to use a base word that is a noun, and the result will be a verb. It means to not have or to not possess something, to not be wearing something, to not have something on, for there to be no of something. And so this translation, that last one I just said, is possible only with the 3S ending, which is he, she, or it. The colon in front of this postbase tells us that a weak I in the final syllable of the stem should be deleted if it is preceded by a single consonant. This deletion process leaves a consonant cluster to which we then apply assimilation so that the second consonant assimilates to the first. For example, the colon in front of this postbase tells us that the weak I in the final syllable of the stem word, so for example, the final syllable in the stem word of kamik, the weak I in the final syllable of the stem, should be deleted if it is preceded by a single consonant. So there is a single consonant in front of that weak I in kamik. So it's K-A, single consonant M, I, K, weak I, K. So it would change to kumkit, kumkit. We take off that I. Kumkit, then we apply assimilation, then it would be kumnit. Kumnit chok. He does not have any boots on. He does not have a boot. There are no boots. The second one, tupik, T-U, single consonant, weak I, strong Q. So that weak I tells us that if there is a single consonant before it, that we delete that weak I. So it would change to tupkit, tupkit, tupkit chunga. I do not have a tent. I do not have any tents. In the last example, atik, A-T, single consonant, weak I, strong Q. That's weak I because it has a single consonant before that. That weak I gets deleted, so it's atkit. Atkitchuk. It does not have a name. She does not have a name. He does not have a name. When a weak I is not deleted because it is preceded by two consonants, the stem final consonants Q or K become G with a dot and G respectively. Okay, so if weak I has two consonants before it, that means you leave that weak I. For example, irinyak. It has two consonants, so we would leave that I and it would change to irinyarit. Irinyarit chok. He does not have any sons. She does not have any sons. Arvek. It's spelled A, G with a dot, V-I, strong Q. So there's a weak I, and before it are two consonants, so therefore you keep that weak I. And it would be arverit. Arverit chok. There are no whales. Some speakers of Anupek delete the final consonants and treat weak I as strong I, which can cluster with another vowel. So this is just how some speakers, may talk. And some examples are irani chok, aravi chok. If there is no weak I preceding the final consonant, if there's no weak I, the colon tells us to delete the final consonant. For example, manik. There is no weak I, it is a strong I. So we have to delete the final consonant. So we have to delete K in manik. And the result would be manit. Manitba. Doesn't he have any eggs? Aren't there any eggs? Doesn't he have one egg? The second example, kawak, duck. There are no eyes whatsoever. There are no strong eyes, no weak eyes, nothing. So that colon tells you have to delete the final consonant. So it changes to kaurait, kaurait chok. He does not have any ducks. He does not have a duck. There are no ducks. Next example is mechlek dok. There's no weak eye preceding the final consonant. So we have to delete the final consonant. So it would be mechlek duit, mechlek duit, mechlek duit chok. She does not have a child. She does not have any children. There are no children. The weak eye in final position is not deleted, but changes to an A when it precedes another vowel. When basically it is saying when the last letter of your base word is an I, it is not deleted. It just changes to an A when it precedes another vowel. Example, iri, I. So I-R-I, that last I changes to an A. So irait, irait chok. He does not have an eye. He does not have any eyes. There are no eyes. Atigi, parka. We take off that last I in atigi and it changes to an A. So it becomes atigait. Atigait chunga. I do not have a parka on. I do not have a parka or any parkas. Ini, place. We take off that last I and change it to an A and it becomes inait. Inait chok. He does not have a room. He does not have any room. There's no room. There are no rooms. When a noun ends in two vowels or two vowels and a consonant, a G is inserted after the final consonant has been deleted. The G is inserted to avoid a three-vowel cluster. For example, kwak. It has one consonant plus two vowels. So we would insert a G after we delete the final consonant. So from kwak, the second Q, we take off that final consonant, we replace it with a G, and it would change to kwarit. Kwarit chunga. I do not have any frozen meat. Another example, aniu. It ends in two vowels. This is snow for drinking water, and so we would insert a G right after aniu, and it would be aniurit. Aniurit chunga. I do not have any snow for drinking water.